Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again, making another video here about our trusted and true Rogue Olympic weight tree. This is like the third video I've made on this. Who'd have ever thought something so simple could produce such mediocre content? Now, in the previous videos, we talked about assembling it and some general overviews, talked about adding on the actual wheels on the bottom. The last video we did talked about adding barbell storage. And that's one of the cool things about this is there are mounting points on this thing so you can adapt some of the other accessories that are initially meant for racks. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the extra plate storage on here. And I've alluded to this in a couple other videos, and I've shared some stuff on Instagram, which you can always find linked in the description box below, that I wanted to add on something that initially went onto a rack. So you could buy the short storage pins for a rack. So you'd get two pairs, and my idea was to put one in the front and one in the rear. The problem is, however, that has not been in stock. I think part of it is that Rogue is discontinuing a lot of their Infinity stuff, if not completely. You guys can let me know in the comment section below if you've heard something similar as well. So it hasn't been in stock, and during the pandemic, they just haven't been releasing a lot of stuff geared towards that line as is. But then my good friend Danny from Infamous Strength mentioned that he actually got the double storage pins because those are number one in stock, which is great because I don't have to wait or be notified to when or if they're ever available again. And they're actually cheaper than the other option. So the other option I was talking about is like $43.10. This option is like $39, so a couple of bucks cheaper, and it gives you two storage pins right in the front. Now the nice thing about this, besides being cheaper in stock, it's also super easy to install. It literally takes like a minute or so, probably even quicker if you're better than a ratchet than I am, but it mounts right on the front. Now, one of the things I want to mention about this is I mounted it one lower than the normal peg at the very top. And the reason I did that is because if it's mounted any higher, depending on the size of the plates or whatever you're putting up here, you might get some contact with the other weights here. So one down works good for me. Could probably move this even one further down if I really wanted to, if I was putting something like a 5-pound plate here. Right now they're 2.5-pound plates. So why did I do this? Well, I just said I wanted to put my 2.5-pound plates there, and even though I don't have a ton of weight on here, when the 2.5s were on this particular peg with my 5s, what I found is a lot of times when training, I just needed my 5s, and it's just annoying to have to take off the 2.5s and move them, and vice versa, and put them back. So this just makes it a little bit easier, and again, it's a cheap solution, around 40 bucks or so before shipping. Depending on where you live, shipping might make it not really economical for you to do so. But not only can I now put my actual 2.5s here, but with the second peg, I'm just gonna put my collars here, which is also nice because previously I would have stored them right on one of these posts as well, which again is if I wanted to get the weights and I'm doing something like bench press where I'm not using collars, to now move the collars around. So it just makes things much, much easier, and it's a cheap, easy solution. And again, because you have some different mounting points on this rack, you can put them in multiple places. So for instance, you could actually mount them at the very bottom by where the wheels are if you wanted. Probably not many people are gonna wanna do that because they have to bend over. But if you wanted to add these on to just add, again, some extra storage options besides weights or besides collars, you could definitely do that. And I still have the option to add more to the back if I ever expand, get more weight, wanna hang maybe some actual bands from here or something like that. So a quick, easy hack to really blow this thing out. And this weight tree is quickly becoming one of the most expensive. Now, what else do I have planned for this? I don't know. I might actually look to add maybe a chalk bowl to it. That might be another thing. Again, condensing to one solid unit and get more use out of this. But again, with the Infinity line being discontinued, I don't think they offer that on the US site anymore. I did see it on the European one. I know Titan sells one, but I don't really want to put a Titan chalk bowl on this Rogue particular weight tree, but we'll have some options in mind. If you have other ideas of things to do with this, let me know in the comment section below. I'll link the actual double band peg things here in case you're interested in getting one for yourself. But in the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big.